Okay, welcome back. If you are watching, I am in my podcasting space. I rearranged my entire bedroom a few weeks ago because I thought I needed a better space to record, and then I would be more apt to recording if I had a space that I felt comfortable in. So I moved my entire bedroom around. I have a king size bed, and of course it's on an area rug. So I had to move the bed off and move the rug and then try to roll the bed back on. And it was a fiasco. So I did not record that day, although that was my entire intention. And here we are. So I've been procrastinating on recording, and I've been procrastinating on painting my toenails. So this is going to be, if you're watching me, it's probably going to be super awkward because I'm going to be looking down and painting my toenails. And if you're listening to me, you didn't know that, but I just told you that that's happening. So, welcome. This is Thoughts from the Shower with Danielle. As you know, I do my best thinking in the shower, and this podcast is going to be a compilation of those awesome and amazing and strange thoughts. As weird as it is to tell someone that you had a dream about them, it's even weirder to tell them that you thought about them in the shower. I should know, it happens to me all the time. So here we are. We're going to paint my nails and we're going to record. So this is going to be a topic that eventually I will elaborate on. I'd like to do a lot of talk on this, and it's something that I can, I heard someone else speak on it. Also, if you can hear the cats meowing in the background, it's so awkward. I feel like this whole podcast experience is going to be like the craziest for me. This is a perfect example of my random thoughts from the shower, right? How I'm just so random and all over the place. I feel like my entire show is just going to be me rambling, and also like children screaming in the background, cats meowing. We'll see what happens. Anywho, so I was listening to someone else, and most thoughts that we have are not like original thoughts, right? Everybody, we all kind of think the same things. And so I was listening to someone speak the other day, and they were talking about trauma, and how some people are like afraid to talk about their trauma, because they feel like it's not traumatic enough, which is super weird. But I guess I totally get it. You go through life, and, I was, just about 8 years old when I lost my father, and, people would talk about it when I was younger, and I'd be like, oh, it's like not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal, but at the time I was like, I mean, people have been through way worse than me. So like, don't feel sorry for me. Like, it's not a thing. And, as I get older, I realize like that is traumatic. Like, that does suck. And it was a source of pain for me. And it is something that has affected my life as an adult. So yeah, it's okay. Like, I have trauma. But anywho, this person, so they were talking about this, and we'll elaborate about this later. I think that I want to do like a really long conversation. Just have to find somebody that has a lot of trauma so we can talk about it. So this guy gave the analogy of a 3-legged dog, right? And he's like, picture a 3-legged dog or a 2-legged dog, and then put them next to a 4-legged dog, right? And you wouldn't know the difference, right? If you lost your vision and you couldn't see the difference in the animals, you wouldn't know that they were different, right? They're still just as happy to see their family, they still play, they still eat, they still drink, they still jump around, they still are dogs. And they still are enjoying their lives, and they don't allow, I mean, whatever happened to this poor dog, whether it was born without its limbs, or if there was like a car accident, or I don't know. I mean, something traumatic definitely happened, right? I mean, it could, even if it was born that way. I mean, gosh, that must be traumatic when you have that realization, like, holy crap, everyone else has 4 legs and I have 3, so even if nothing more than just like coming to that, oh crap. But that's the thing, is like dogs don't see like, oh, I only have 3 legs, or they just go about their thing and they chase the ball and bring back the frisbee, or whatever they do, whatever dogs do, they just do. And they don't allow whatever traumatic experience happened to, get them down. And it made me think, like, golly, we're animals too, right? Dogs are animals, we're animals. And we as humans allow these experiences to stay with us all the time. And it's not like they're going to go away, okay? Like the trauma, the thing happened. I mean, you can't like forget it. You can't say like, oh, well, I mean, it just didn't happen. Like, in my example from earlier, like, dude, my dad is dead. Like, I can't undo that, right? But I don't have to be ruled by it. I don't have to like let it affect my everyday life and be like, well, I would be happy, but I mean, I don't have a dad. So it's like, I don't know. It just kind of put things in perspective for me when I heard that. And I really just felt like it was worth sharing again, to be like, yeah, you're right. Like, shitty stuff happens in your life, and it's not you can't undo it. Like, what happened, bro. But don't let it like hang you up, and don't be ruled by it. So it's not your fault that this stuff happened to you, or around you, or with you, right? It's not your fault that you were in a car accident. It's not your fault that your dad died. It's not your fault that, whatever happened, you lost your house in a fire or something, right? Those things are not your fault, but your response to these things is your fault. So if you're responding to these things on a daily basis, being like, oh, well, I was in a car accident and whatever, every single day for the rest of your life, like, dude, that's your fault, right? So experience it like it happened, acknowledge it, grieve it, or deal with it, like whatever, and then grow from it, like learn from it and move on. So there you go. That's your hot flash today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for painting my toenails with me. And more thoughts from the shower to come. If you are looking to follow me on any social media platforms, you can find me on Instagram at PR_Coach D, or on Facebook at Coach D One Stop. And here we go. That's it. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.